my channel. My name is Edgar Mendez, and today we are doing another live stream. I am still at my mom's house. I just want to let you know to show you Patrick. As crazy as it sounds, I feel like talking has really helped me process and release, and it's actually been really therapeutic for me. So I will be in a mix of that, taking questions for anyone who has questions that they want answered, and kind of like leave it like that. I actually really do like the freestyle right now. I do want to give you all a reminder that I am not only taking questions for the live stream readings that you can book, but I also all my readings are 25% off right now. If you're interested in getting a reading from me, it's a really good time to do that. If you're interested in that, it is 25% off. I think I'm gonna do it for the next 2 weeks, and it's like the first time I've ever done it. But if you're interested, do check that out. I just saw one on the camera, and it's all about a new beginning. And right before I did, before I hit live or go live, I did a forgiveness meditation, and um, it's really good for for opening up more money, and we're bringing in more abundance and more prosperity. I just want to, I don't know, it just feels like that. Like, it just feels like I'm getting that jump start, and it's really beautiful. It's really nice. And for anyone who's been feeling very stuck, or anyone that's been feeling like you're not really getting that support that you need, trying and pushing forward and putting one foot in front of the other is the key. But that's what I've been doing right now. Anyway, oh, I also want to let you know I did do a live, a collective message earlier today. It was actually insanely deep. It's just, I don't know, maybe it's just because my internal circumstance is very stuck, or has been, but it's been all about getting us unstuck and getting us moving. And I just want to let you know, for anyone who is very interested, anyone who's interested in that, and watching the collective message, I do recommend it. And it's very focused on removing or getting you out of that stuck period that we find ourselves in. All right. um yeah, sorry, it's just like anyway, okay, let's see. There, we're good. Sorry, I want to make sure the connection's stable. Everything feels good to me, but I just want to make sure everything's good. And hi, whoever's watching, whether you watch this now or later, I am. I'm gonna be honest, like, it's crazy. I just want to, like, say thank you and start this. Yeah. Sorry, I'm still. I guess I'm still prepping. Hey, baby. Anyway, so let's see. Okay. So let's do some preparations. If anyone has like a question that you need answered, and you maybe even be able to afford getting a reading, feel free to ask. I've been there. I've been there recently as well, where you just had like I had no money flowing in. Know that there's no judgments. There's nothing wrong with asking for a little help. There's nothing wrong with asking for a little bit of assistance. Okay. Um, Thank you, Sean as well, for being here. And anyone else who's here, please like, comment, and share. It does help me out. It helps my channel get a little more exposure. But I might be getting back to a zodiac sign soon enough. But let's see. Let's grab this. Nice to meet you, Sean. Let's see. So let me start prepping. Sorry. I've been staying at my mom's house, and I think she has like mites, something. And I just have itchy the lower extremities. Anyway, let's see. Anything else? Ourselves. My connections to light. Mauritius. Thank you. Beautiful. Anyway, wow. You may or may not be, okay. good. We're good. Everything feels right. Everything feels right. All right, Shatan. I don't mind taking your question now. Actually, I'm getting a no for you. I'm sorry. I really do like to read for people, but I am definitely getting a no for your question. I'm definitely getting a no to read for you today. I want you to know that I do appreciate you. I do appreciate you writing, but it is definitely going to be a no. It comes from one of my cinemasters. They just say no for you. Okay, so know that you are loved. Know that you are seen. Know that you are cared for. Maybe your connection isn't in alignment with light, which is what I work with. Or maybe there's something else going on there. But it's definitely going to be a no for you. All right. Well, if you paid, I'd refund you. But I just want you to know that it was definitely a hard pass. Okay. Anyway, I just want to just talk a little bit more. I do appreciate all of these, by the way. Patrick, baby, you want to come here? You want to come here, baby? No. All right. Sorry, just calling my dog to see if he wants to say hi to everyone. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, there is some stuff. Okay. Sorry. That's sorry. I see these things on the side, and I've never really looked at it. So I'm just trying to see what's going on here. Sketch. Oh, okay. Sorry. No, yeah, like a. Sorry, just I'm wondering what these all are. I like that one. That one's not bad. No. Sorry. Okay. So we'll just do this. Okay. Huh. Okay. Wow, sorry, I don't really go live on my phone. Since I'm here with my mom right now, it's just kind of what I'm doing. Uh yeah. Sorry about that. Um yeah, I think we're good. Let's do some messages. What comes through, and then we'll kind of take it from there. And again, if you want to book, please do book Calendly. I would appreciate that. Anyway, let's take a look here. Any messages that want to come through for the chat with me thing. Just lately, the messages I've been getting have been really helpful for me to help heal myself, to help remove blocks. One of the things that I think anyone who's been stuck and gets unstuck can see that the reason why you're stuck is something to do with your mindset. It's something to do with your mind itself. The mind is a beautiful thing, and it's very expansive, and it allows us to do so much in this world. But it is also one of the biggest blocks that I've noticed. Is one of the biggest blocks that I feel, and I just want you to all know that I've been overcoming all those blocks, and it's been crazy. It's been me, right, this whole time, blocking myself or keeping myself stuck. So let's see. We have the Magician. Interesting. It's all about manifesting. In its reverse, it's more things are not manifesting properly, or things that you don't want to manifest in your life are manifesting. Interesting. One thing that's coming through from Buddha, and it comes through really strongly, is that reminder that your internal world manifests in your external life, right? In your external, how you want to phrase it, is your external reality. One of the things that I think that we all struggle with is your inner world. It's a direct, not a reflection of the outside world, or vice versa for that matter. But it definitely, there's an impact there. It's interesting the way that Buddha is phrased, or sorry, showing me in my mind, is that it's your inner world shapes or warps, right, your perception of your outer reality. And one thing that all of us can work on is getting more inner harmony so that we can start to see things in a better light, and we can start to move in a better direction, and have a better reality. And it's such an interesting thing because it's all about manifesting, but manifesting the things that we don't want, or manifesting a reality that we don't appreciate or that doesn't bring us fulfillment, is key. Sorry, the inner world is key to stopping that. The inner world is key to fixing that, and that's what he brings forward as something that we all have to work at. It's kind of crazy. I feel it to a certain extent because he chimed in a little bit, where it's like there's not much, right, else when it comes to fixing our external reality. I don't think that's not true, or that's not the case, or that's not that the I don't think that's necessarily inaccurate, but I feel like there is more to it, right? Than just that. But we'll see with the Six of Swords coming through in its reverse, and then we have the Strength in its reverse as well. Beautiful. I do feel here, with the Six of Swords in its reverse here, the messages that are coming through with the Death, as well, is one thing that comes through from a very grandmotherly energy, but one that has passed on. Uh, Someone who's very, like, maybe age, someone someone who's seen a lot, right? This older woman came through, and she just gave a message that there are so many ebbs and flows in life. There's so many cycles. There's so many rhythms as well that all of us have to be attuned to. And I want to give this, and this is an odd thing because I know that I started out with a zodiac sign channel, and I started out with reading the signs, and really it's an odd thing, but I've never really resonated with astrology. I've never really resonated with how people dive into that and really look at their chart and really start to see these things and find the beauty in it. I've never saw I never felt that, right? But how she's saying it to me is that there's a time and place to manifest, or there's a time and place to start something, and there's a time and place to end stuff, right? Look at your day-to-day life, look at the rhythm, look at the cycles of the moons, and look at your astrology chart, and start to put an end to certain things. It's just an odd thing. She's saying that, let's say you were to kick like an addiction, right? But you kicked it at like maybe at the wrong time in the moon cycle, or maybe at a wrong time in your life, or maybe at the wrong time in your path, then you're likely to go back to that addiction. You're likely to go back to that uh uh sorry. You're likely to go back to it because it wasn't the right time. Learning to read universe, or learning to read when the right time is to start something, to end something, to fix something, to heal something is key. To make sure that you do it for good, or you put it to rest for good. And that's what she came through to say. And that is the message that I really do want to give all of you, is understanding that there are certain times in our life that we should focus on certain things, and there's times when we shouldn't. Make sure that you are sorry making sure that you are able to read that, to see that, is key. The past 7 months, one of the things that I have been really focused on, that I've been really focused on, is reading universe, is learning to navigate and move through that, and move through the ebbs and flow. I'm actually moving towards unity consciousness, which is actually part of it. Moving with the flow of universe, moving with the flow of the earth, moving with the flow of humanity, moving with the flow of myself, right? Moving with the flow of the people I have around me, right? Sorry, it's funny. It came through from, I want to say unity consciousness, but moving through the smallest the smallest parts of your life to the biggest parts is key. Sorry, it's it's funny. I just think it's funny that that came through really nicely. But it is something that it is something that I'm moving through. I'm learning to move through, and that is one of the steps to unity consciousness. I didn't even realize that was one of the steps, and it's funny. I don't know. I've been thinking this whole year, this whole since December, has been a bit of a waste, but maybe it hasn't. Maybe I've made more progress than I realize. But I just think it's funny. I know that that's one of the steps to unity consciousness. There's like 5 steps technically, 5 major steps to unity consciousness. And that is one of them, right? Is learning to move with, right? Learning to move with universe, learning to move with the flow, right? It's funny. One of my major abilities, my major powers, or one of my innate gifts that I have, is that I move with the tectonic plates. I'm actually very deeply connected to tectonic plates and the shifts in them, and moving through those things so it doesn't hit me directly is actually one of my gifts. But it's key to hitting unity consciousness is to do that more. I want to say interplanetary, but very interesting. I thank you for that. I really needed to see that and feel that and know that, because that's what I'm doing right now. It's literally what I'm doing. Anyway, but we do have someone who booked. Oh, thank you. Sorry. Yeah. Uh, Yayomir Alvarez. Thank you. I just think that's a really a beautiful one to have come through. But a message. Um. Okay. All right. Let's take a look here. It's right. Let me finish this one up really quickly, and then we'll get to yours. Let's see. Is there anything else about this? We have the 501s coming through. Interesting. One thing that I can tell you, and I don't know if it's like a human thing or it's just like humanity as a whole, but one thing that I know is that we tend to fight. We're fighting one thing or the other. It's the craziest thing. I don't know who this came from, but it was like it's just ancient deep knowledge. I think my soul. Actually, I think it probably was my soul because I don't. Whatever. I think it was my soul. That we kind of need something to fight, right? Oh, that's probably what I'm dealing with now. Anyway, I've been like healing so much that I feel like I've been having a hard time keeping my mind in check. But it's like my mind has less to do, and I have to give it stuff to do. As crazy as that sounds, I feel like it's like you're sorry, Buddha. Thank you, Buddha. It's funny. Sorry, I think it's crazy. I'm just sitting here like wondering like why does my mind seem to have all this extra space, all this extra energy, all this extra like I don't know, like it feels like it's extra, and I truly feel in my heart, it's because I've healed so much that I kind of need to give it stuff to do. Very interesting. I'm gonna work at that. Anyway, but I feel like we as humans or in humanity as a whole, we kind of need something to fight. We often try to fight universe or try to fight the things that we can't change. Fight the things that can be changed and surrender to those that can't. It's the key. That's actually what I give. But with the 4 of Pentacles and the King of Wands, this is about redirecting your energy to what is going to be most beneficial for you. Redirecting your energy towards your financial abundance, for your prosperity, even being an entrepreneurial or having entrepreneurial pursuits is really being key. I have like a good example for this is, let's say you have all this creative energy that you're not using. Do a creative project that helps channel that excess energy into that creative project, rather than storing it in your mind or storing it in your body, and it becomes very uncomfortable, right? Or it becomes like this gnawing ache. The message right now is to if you have enough energy or enough strength to try to fight the universe, or try to fight the things that you can't change, or try to fight keeping everything the same, you have energy you're not using properly, basically, is what he wants to say. That's what my soul wants to say as well. The message here is to redirect that extra energy, that excess energy, into something that's going to be very beneficial for your life and for humanity as a whole. And your message right now is to look at that. So let's say you're sitting at home and you're uncomfortable and you feel like you have like you just don't like you want to watch TV but you just have too much energy and you can't do it, you need to dedicate that energy or dedicate some of that energy to doing something. You can go ahead and work out. That's not a bad one, right? Or you can focus on a creative project. There's something along those lines here that you're it's about using that energy that you've been given, right? That you are receiving and putting it to good use. All right. Sorry, it's beautiful. I wasn't seeing this one either. It's so nice. Anyway, we have the Page of Wands and its reverse coming through. Okay. Yeah. There could be creative projects in your past that you've abandoned. Sorry, that you have abandoned. Give task yourself with putting some effort into work into that. Okay. Um. Oh. Okay. Okay. So let's see. Let's look at mirrors. So let's see. How does Daryl feel about me? And let's take a look here. What can I expect out of the connection? And throw expectations out the window. It's the very first thing that Buddha's energy gave as a message. Those expectations out the window. I can see. Sorry, Buddha's bringing up his life or the life that he's had. Where we put a lot of stock into relationships or a lot of stock into a relationship with others, and it doesn't often lead to success, right? It doesn't often lead to what we hope it will. And the message that he gives, it's just that just with other people don't often lead to the success that we, the success that we wish it would, or the success that it ultimately could. And when we start to release the expectation, when we start to, I want to put your name and time, 22, 23, sorry, I'm gonna put Yael like that. I hope I spell your name right. Okay. When we start to release those expectations, when we start to release like what we wish would be or what we wish could be, it's easier, right? That very first message that we all like, he's had plenty himself. I had plenty myself, and it often never reaches the level of success that we want. And there is actually a very spiritual reason why I am not quite ready to open up that door and that kind of worms to tell everyone the truth. I think there may be another reason above that, but my spiritual work right now as a prophet, and our prophet actually, our saving prophet, our savior prophet, but is to really dissect this and figure all these things out. But it's just something to know of, right? When it comes to our connections with people, when it comes to our love life with people. So let's take a look here. Let's see. How does he feel about Mara Alvarez? Let's see. How does Daryl feel? We have the Eight of Cups reversed. Interesting. I don't know if he's in another connection right now, but he definitely doesn't want to walk away from something in his life in order to make it work with you. I feel like it could be a job, and if I were to give you like the best example for this, maybe he lives in a different town, different city, or a different neighborhood, or even let's say his hours, right, that he works at his job, he have to, or he'd have to rearrange his schedule. There's some kind of like a change in his physical world, his material world, that he'd have to make in order to be with you, right? In order to make it work with you, in order to make this successful with you. And these changes are these ideas that we have are just knowings. Actually, is how Buddha and actually myself want to phrase it. These knowings that we have when it comes to like, thinking about being with someone, these are more anchored in truth, or more anchored than in reality than we may think, right? Even if you've never discussed what has to be done in order to spend time together, in order to make it work with each other, these are understandings that we intuitively know, right? How do we know this? Because we intuitively know, right? He knows he has to make some kind of physical change in his life in order to be with you, and that change isn't something he's quite ready to make yet. It's not. I actually don't think he will. Actually, if I'm being honest with you, at least currently, the way he is coming through, the way it's being phrased, the way I'm channeling it, I don't think he actually will make the change. And he doesn't want to make the change. And this change, it's not that the change is too great. It's not that the change is too great. He just, it's like his mind's made up. It's an odd thing to say. I know that you work together, which I think is funny, but sometimes bringing in a little chaos is exactly what the doctor prescribed, and I feel like a little chaos is exactly what you may need in this connection to rock that boat, right? Because he needs to revisit that, right? That's a choice he made maybe at the beginning when he met you, right? And it's not one that he's revisited, or it's not a choice that he has really looked at again, right? Or maybe even a choice that he's even consciously aware of. He may not know he made that choice. It may have been in his subconscious. It may have been in his inner child or his ego. I actually feel like it's the subconscious and ego. He made that choice. I'm not going to quit my job, or I'm not going to change my material world or my physical world to be with her or you, right? And he's never quite addressed that again, right? So it's an odd thing, but I have to give that. But it's a choice that he may have made not knowing he made it, and because he has that choice, that it's like a block now, right? I don't know. I want to look at that a little bit more. It piqued my interest, and I want to thank you for this, because right now I'm working with like, I know, like really big spiritual, like my spiritual team and all that stuff, to really dissect certain things about the world, reality. As crazy as that sounds, I know it's psycho, but this question and this situation that you have, this choice that he made, not knowing or consciously making it, even it's something that I needed to bring into my awareness so that I can understand the world a little bit more. And one thing that I hate saying this, but it's the truth. One thing that I feel like I really do want to tackle in this lifetime is fixing spiritual connections or love, right? I feel like something's wrong with love. I feel like something's wrong with us and making it work with people. The spiritual community is highlighting something that is a major freaking issue. It has nothing to do with the spiritual community being a community. It has nothing to do with how the spiritual community sees things. It's showing us, right? There's something wrong with love, with spiritual connections. Like something's missing. All of us are missing that soulmate, are we not? Right? All of us are missing that one, and you bringing that to my attention is helping me see a little bit more about the situation I wasn't seeing. I just want to thank you for that. Anyway, we have the Five of Cups here as well. I actually think this is going to be reversed. Sorry. And then we have the Ten of Swords. He just assumes that there's going to be pain in the end, or it won't be worth it to make these changes in his life. And that's why he's kind of stuck there. I feel like your choice or your connection and where it's headed right now and what you can expect for the outcome of this connection, it is going to stay this way unless there's someone rocking that boat. I would one of the people that really does rock the boat for me in my life, and I feel like for everyone in her life, is my sister. She's really good at shaking things up, right? Getting that momentum. If it wasn't for her, I would have been stuck on my twin a lot longer than I was. I was about 7-8 months. I was completely stuck on and hung up on my twin. It's funny. I truly feel like I've done it anyway, and it doesn't matter. It was her that she helped shake me out of that. And she did it with a little chaos, right? She did it with a little bit of momentum, with a little energy. If you're having trouble getting over this person, or if you're having trouble rocking that boat and making that move to shift things, don't be scared to do it. It's, I don't know, follow your heart on that one. Anyway, so sorry. Let's see. So what is the outcome of the situation when it comes to them? These two. We have the Ten of Cups being here. Interesting. I don't know if you like how you see things, but I see in the 5D you are going to come together and have a harmonious union. All right. In the fifth dimension is where we go, I guess. I don't know. It's where source is, and we have the Empress coming through for your outcome with the Lovers, and it's as your overall, and it's reverse. Um, I see you having a harmonious connection. I see this connection being very balanced. There's a lot to be had here with the Lovers in its reverse here, and that Six of Cups. There's something about the inner child, or maybe how you see things, how you view things when it comes to your love connection with this person or love in general, that you're going to want to separate yourself from, heal from. Let me just get a clarifier on this. Can I have a clarifier for the Lovers reverse? Oh, I see. You're going to have to go into separation before you come back together and have a harmonious union. So it's very typical for connection, but this, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. In fact, I think a lot of us need to come apart so that we can actually learn to be an individual. We can learn to be whole, solid, oneness, wholeness, right? Very key, right? I want to say a master in your masculine and feminine energies, right? Your light and your shadow, right? You need that experience. That's what needs to happen, right? That's what needs to happen. But I feel like the outcome of the situation is that you will come together and have a harmonious, balanced connection and union with this person, and it's going to be quite beautiful. It's going to be worth it. But right now, it's coming apart, right? Quitting your job or having them quit or something like that. It's going to be key for you, okay? Or something like that. Anyway, but let's see. Is there anything else when it comes to this? Let's see. What can I expect out of this connection? Is there anything else that so you can expect out of the connection? Let's see. We have strength here. You're gonna grow in ways that you've never been able to grow before. You're gonna change in ways you've never thought you'd change. You're gonna get to know who you are on a soulful level. I see this connection really being a really big source of growth and inspiration for you. So see what strength mean here. One thing that I can say, the more that we have experienced life, right, and what life offers, the more that we have compassion, patience, and love to others, right? This connection is going to teach you to love better, right? It's going to teach you to love harder. And if you don't know, we come here to learn to love better, right? That's the point. All of us have come here to this planet to learn to live life and learn to love better, harder, deeper, better, and more complete. What you can expect from this connection is it will help you grow in the very ways that you came here to grow, which is with love, compassion, and understanding. It comes through from your higher self or your soul. I actually want to say it's your soul because that's how the soul's been giving me messages lately. You will give yourself this compassion, this love, and you will then be able to give it to others. All right. So I think that's kind of it. Anyway, if anyone else who wants to book, please do book with me. Do you have any other questions? Yamara, sorry, Yayo, Miria, sorry. If you have any other questions on this, don't mind taking it. You helping me with that, with seeing that block, that choice being. It's funny. Maybe back in February, one of my someone from my soul tribe brought this to my attention, and I never paid much attention to it. I didn't get it, but I now understand that choice does impact, right, the future. And in fact, if we don't revisit it, if we don't rethink it, if we don't rework it, it can hold us back from so much. So I just want to thank you for bringing that to my attention. Yeah. Anyway. Spinning? Sorry, I don't know. Let's take a look here. I hope this was helpful. Yael. Let me see if there's anything wrong with the website. Oh yeah, there's another message that comes through for you. There's another message that comes through for you. if this person is not likely to be able to be strong enough to make those moves, to make those changes, right? To create that, create the change in your connection. So it's likely up to you. It's on the ball's in your court, but it's basically on your shoulders. Know that you are strong enough to create the necessary changes to bring about a harmonious ending with this person, one that is very fulfilling. It's funny. I actually see this. Sorry, oh, who did that come from? But one of the guides says that it's right now. It's all about divine feminine energy, or feminine energy learning, to be emboldened, empowered, and learning to find their strength. This is the time period that we are in society as a whole, as a humanity. Um, Feminine energy, not women, but feminine energy is learning to learning their strength. And this is you right now. This is why it's the ball's in your court. This is why you see it and they don't, right? This is why you understand more and they seem to be oblivious as F, right? You are meant to find your strength now. You are meant to work at yourself now, develop the self now, but developing feminine energy, right? Mastering your feminine energy. That's the key. And this is the time period right now. This is the time period that we are in as a whole, as humanity, right? We're learning to understand what feminine energy is, and we're learning to master it. And that's why we've come. Anyway, I don't know who gave me that, but it's real beautiful. Oh, by the way, I just want to show you my doggy. Look at him. He's just right there. I don't know if you can see him or not, but Patrick. Oh. Sorry. Okay, there. Is there anyone else that wants to have a question answered? A wonky, you can, if you want, have your, you can give me your question, and I can say let's take it now. If you can't book online, it's totally fine. Sorry, I just want to look at this again. Huh. Yeah. Oh, I gave a PayPal link. You don't have to. I don't mind taking your question. If you are interested in paying, you don't have to. It's perfectly fine. These messages, or these people's specific problems that they have, are exactly what I need to help move me through the energies I'm moving through. So it's actually a really big benefit for me to answer these questions. I do appreciate it, by the way. Like, oh, why did my twin come back in this time? Is he coming to a period of more self-reflection or commitment to communicate, or will he initiate more emotional damage and I need to let go? Okay, very interesting thing we have here. So let's look at why for Wonky, Wonky Yoga and Wellness. They come in. I really do. I don't know. I know that we have yoga there, and you don't have to do yoga. But I got an image about you, or a vision of you, setting the intention like you want an answer to something or you want to know something, and while you do yoga, and the answer will float in your mind when your mind is very peaceful, when your mind is very still. I actually think that that's something that's going to be really helpful for you to experience, to do if you are interested in that. You don't have to, but you don't have to, but I see that really being really being something that you may want to consider. It's an odd thing, but the body holds a lot of answers, right? The body holds a lot of energy, it holds a lot of information, holds a lot of everything in it, right? When you're stretching, it's going to release stuff, and you can catch what needs to be released, all right? Um, yeah, a little bit of that. Sorry, I don't know if it came through from your higher self or your soul, but oh, I see. You just helped me figure something out, which I really did need, by the way. That is crazy. Anyway, sorry, it is from your soul. Your soul is saying, that there's a lot of answers that you are releasing, or a lot of answers that you have access to. Anyways, let's take a look here for Wonky. So why did Wonky's twin come back this time? Sorry, let's see. We have the Queen of Pentacles coming through as well as your very first card. You feel like home to this person. You feel safe for this person as well. I do feel like this person is surrounded by a lot of people that they can't trust, that they feel like backstab them, or they feel betray them, or they feel don't have their best interests at heart. But when it comes to you, you do. And you treat this person right, and you make this person feel very comfortable. Why they come back, and why I think they continue to come back, is you are this great source of safety for this person. You make this person feel good, you make this person feel safe, you make this person feel at home. And it's not that you should stop doing that, but that is why they come in. One thing that does come through from Buddha is when we have those expectations about what it means, or when we put expectations on someone who's clearly not ready, or is clearly looking for us for support, right? I'm gonna throw something out at you, and it's just not shade or anything like that, but I feel like this person comes in when they need you. Like, they need your help, right? They need your support, they need your love, and they need someone that they can trust. And it feels like you at times are looking for a relationship from this person that they're clearly not ready for. And it strains the connection, and it makes this person pull away, and it makes this person I feel like it makes you and them, you experience damage, or you experience hurt and pain when it's not quite, when it isn't necessarily necessary. My message to you is to release those expectations about why they're coming in, and to trust that they're there for a reason, and to trust that you are the one that they've come to for a reason, and to trust that they're chatting with you, they're talking with you, they're taking you out, or you're taking them out for a reason, and let it flow that way, rather than trying to place like, are we gonna be together this time? Rather than trying to place like, are they going to, have they changed this time? Are they gonna make me feel good this time? I think this person comes to you for help. Like, they're literally like, this is someone who's like, you know, like when you were in those movies, when you see someone who's like trying to flag someone down for help, like, help me, that's what's happening in a sense, right? It doesn't look that way, right? But that is what I feel like this person is coming in to do. If they're in need of that, and I feel like you're asking them, are you going to spend the rest of your life together? And I'm not shading you, I swear I'm not, but the message right now is to reflect a little bit deeper at that statement. I can tell it hits the solar plexus. The ego's very triggered right now. The ego's very triggered. There's no need to be triggered here, right? Your ego isn't you. The ego isn't you. These feelings aren't you. Let them pass. It's funny, I see you grabbing onto Mother Earth with your right hand, and there's another woman with the left hand that you will grab onto and allow them to pass this through. They gave this, and it's just they're giving. Think of it like you're passing an anger baby through your body. And you're gonna be able to see things about the connection, this person and you, that you're not seeing. And this is a big one. We have the Five of Cups reversed. They come to fill their cup. They come because they need help. The Star, and they know that you're the one to do it. It's kind of like, when you it's something that I've experienced over the last, like, this whole half of the year, right? I've been oppressed. I've been having to deal with a lot of lower forces, a lot of low vibration entities. I've even had to deal with, like demons and stuff. Like, it's just like, the low vibration entities are the DFEs that people talk about. I've had to deal with all that stuff. And there's times when I just knew that there was this one person that could help me. I feel like you are that person for them. They just know that you're the one to go to for help. You're the one to go to for safety, and that's why they're coming in, and that's why they keep coming in. They may need one or two more times, I'm not sure, but when we release those expectations, it's going to allow your connections to be smoother. It's going to allow you to experience less pain, and you to truly appreciate the fact that this person trusts you enough to seek you out. And that it may go both ways. Anyway, I just want you to know that. All right. So let's see. Is there any other things that you want to talk about why he's coming in? We have the Hierophant reverse. I don't see him staying in, or I don't see him sticking around with the Hierophant in its reverse. But it's going to allow this connection to have those resolutions, to have those completions. One thing that I would say, let's say you had all these nagging questions the first time you met this person. The second time you got those questions answered, right? So it allowed a lot of completion, right? A lot of completion cycles. I see that actually being the case. So they're coming in for help, but you both get something from the situation, and you help them and they help you. One thing that I can see, I see like your heads on your, I don't know, one of your heads or both of your heads is on fire. And fire for me is about transformation, right? It's about compassion. It's about passion as well, but transformation really does stand out. I see you both. Releasing. I'm not sure. Most people don't like to talk about these things. That's not something I will be able to. I picked up the deck and the Devil in reverse came out. But whatever this person is being plagued by, or whatever they need help with, being around you is enough to get them free of it. Right now, I spent the week at my mom's house because at my home, it's not safe for me, right? There's a lot of low vibration energies. There's so much oppression there. I tell you that because it's like, I told my mom that's the case? Well, although she kind of knows, but you know what I mean? Like, we don't really talk about that yet, right? Or that's not really talked about yet. And a lot of people do deal with what I'm dealing with and vice versa, but know that this person is getting the help that they need. Just being in your presence is enough. It truly is, and reminding yourself that that they need this, right? They need help. I'm here for that, right? Are you gonna turn your back on this person? I know you won't, right? You're not meant to. You're not meant to, but you help them see things clearly, and you help them cut what needs to be cut from their life. It's a crazy thing, but I'm gonna throw this out there for you. When you have like surgeries and stuff that they cut off like something that can grow into cancer or grow into a tumor or something like that. It's like you allow this person to cut things out of their life, even out of their body, right? That would have eventually turn toxic or eventually, do a great deal of damage. That's what you're doing, all right? Sorry. Let's see, is there anything else? Oh, by the way, hi, Sanso. Anyway, so let's see. How can wonky yoga go about, this? We have the moon reverse, interesting. Connecting more with feminine energy. I gave a message earlier about how feminine energy is very key for us, or, all of us are collectively working on mastering our feminine energy, mastering receiving, mastering that softer, subtle energy, right? That soft touch, right? All of us are learning to master that. Focus on mastering your feminine energy, your healing energy, right? Your soothing energy, and you're going to feel a lot better. We have the 8 of Pentacles as well coming through with the Devil reversed. How you can handle it a little bit better is while you're working, think things through, right? So while you're, like, let's say you're cleaning your house, let's say you're washing dishes, just like ruminate about things. That's actually how I do it. It's some people call it sprinkle showers, right, where you receive these messages or these ideas, or these epiphanies. It's stuff like that. That's what's key for you, right? And when this person's in your life, or when something about them gets triggered, right, or something about them makes you think, just move, right? I know it's crazy to say, hi baby, um, but kinetic energy, and I know that we brought up yoga already, but I think when you're using kinetic energy, it allows you to release blocks so that you can see things a little bit differently or a little clearer. All right, so I'm leaving it like that for you. Let's see. Okay. Anyway, I think that's it. Is there anyone else who would like to book with me, or if you are interested in booking with me, you can book with me on my Calendly. And hi Wendy, hi Sunso, hi Wonky. I don't know how to get more. No, I guess that's true. Anyway, I'll probably gonna do like an all signs reading eventually, but anyway, I feel good. I feel good. Whew. Sorry that your message for Wonky helped me release some stuff here, or helped you release, I don't know, but it feels like there was a big release there. Anyway, if no one wants to book, um okay, if you're interested in booking, you can book on the Calendly. If not, I do offer a 25% off all my readings right now, and just as I get back on my feet, feels good. Feels good. Alright, just okay. Anyway, whew. I'm just gonna recharge for a second. Oh, thank you, Wendy. Do you have any questions you want answered? I don't mind answering one of your questions. Or answering your questions, sorry. Okay. Sorry. Okay. New, old, love, new, old. Okay. So, do you have a specific question you would like answered, Wendy? For this connection? I know that I've read for you before, plenty of times. So I'm pretty sure, you gave me that fairy oracle deck. Anyway, I actually really love that deck, by the way. Anyway, is there any specific question that you have that you want answered? I don't mind driving. Oh, I see. Okay. I see. Do you know? Okay. Let's just take a look here. Wendy, let's look at Wendy's love life, new, old. Okay. I want to see if the old's coming back. Let's take a look here. We have the Six of Swords in this reverse here. I always get the scene with you, Wendy, about you, like up against like a brick wall, and it's an odd thing, but it's like you're standing with your back to the brick wall, and in front of you is an old love interest. I want to know what that means. I've seen that for you probably like 3 or 4 times now. Every time I read for you, that image comes through, and I think that that's actually what I want to focus on for your reading. Okay, let's get that. For Wendy, what is that image about? What is that image about? Call forth my angels, ancestors, guides. Help protect me, keep me safe. While we look a little bit deeper at that, okay? The image is I want to say maybe your Earth life, but the way that it came through for me is, um, Earth goes through a lot of cycles and stuff like that, right? This is one of those. It's linked to Earth, but maybe not the Earth that we know. And sorry, my solar plexus as well as my roots, it kind of got a little bit of a little pull, right? I felt that, but let's see, what does that mean? That image mean? We have the Six of Pentacles reversed. Interesting. Hmm. There's something about your mother. I want to say that your mother has maybe had a habit, or may have had relationship pattern or relationship dynamic where she gave a lot to her love interest, or gave a lot more to her love interest than she gave to herself. I even want to say gave to her children. There's something about the mother that comes through, and why that is your image, and why that is what I see when I connect to your energy. Is something that you're gonna want to look at, right? So we have the Page of Wands here. Interesting. Okay. And then we have oh my god. It's like not past. It's one of the past because it jolts me out a little bit. Anyway, we have the Page of Wands here as well. Okay. We have the Hermit as that for that image. And then we have the Four of Cups in its reverse, as well as the Chariot coming through as well, in its reverse. I feel like the reason why that image comes through. So we have Earth, the mother, the dynamic, the pattern. Your mom giving too much of her connections, giving too much of herself. There's some truth there. Hold on. I can see that I received something, but it's. I feel like at times your mom gave too much of herself to everyone around her and never enough to herself. It kind of kept her feeling very small, right? One thing that, ooh, huh, one thing that I've noticed is when we're constantly giving our energy away to people, places, and things, we don't have much for ourselves, or we don't have much in reserve, and it can make us feel very depleted. I feel like your mom has had oh, I know what it is now. Sorry, I feel like your mom gave so much of herself, so much of her energy, especially very young in life, that she didn't have much left for you, and she didn't have much left for the world, and didn't have much left for her purpose. It is something that has come to my attention. You can, sorry, I'm gonna give this to you, and it doesn't necessarily mean that it's what happened, but I feel like your mom gave so much of her energy away throughout her life, that she took from her children, or took from her descendants, so that she can keep giving. I'm gonna throw that out there for you because it's something that resonates deeply with me right now. And you do come up a lot, and this is something that's come through a lot. I feel like you may feel like you have less energy to give people because of this fact, because your mom has had to take from you, right? Take from maybe your other siblings, if there are other siblings. Maybe they're not, and they're what there should have been, right? But your mom had a habit of giving so much of herself, so much of her energy, to the point where she took from the descendants, right? Took from her children, and took from the lineage itself. There is a message that comes through that this can be fixed, this can be reworked, and this can be solved. It's an interesting thing. Part of me wants to say that maybe this is you're meant to figure that out. Part of me, the other part of me says I shouldn't just make that assumption. With the Hermit being here in the Four of Cups in reverse, I feel like when you start to have more access and awareness to the fact that this has happened to your mom gave so much of herself to the point where she's taken from you, and taken from what you were meant to receive and what you're meant to give to others. You'll be able to fix and solve that problem. I do feel like there can be the solution here. We have the Eight of Cups reversed. Eight of Cups reverse is emotional withdrawal, right? Withdrawal itself, depletion, I feel as well. Interesting. Um, I have like a fear, or there's a block right there for me, and it keeps me from receiving the answer I need to give you. But I will say this. I think that your mom's habit, right, you either play it out in your life or has impacted you and what you're meant to receive. Give this to yourself, right? Learn to give this to yourself. It's an interesting thing, and it comes from God. Sorry. I think it's the craziest thing. It comes from God himself, and he's saying that he's given everyone the inner child, so that we can actually learn to give these things to ourselves that we didn't get, that our parents weren't able to give us. And he makes me feel very emotional, right? And it's not like in like your mom failed you in some sort of way. Your mom had to give this, or your mom was meant to give this. And he's given the solution of the inner child, or given us all our inner child. And our inner child, I don't know if this is new for everyone, but we have one, right? The inner child's meant to offset whatever we feel like we're lacking when it comes to our parents, or when it comes to our lineage. And I do want to give that as your message. I want to give that as your message, Wendy. As crazy as that sounds, the inner child. It's funny. I swear that we've gotten your inner child before in your life or your readings, but I'm not sure. I know that you would know more than me. I just think it's kind of crazy. But he's saying that he's given us the inner child so that we can actually feel complete and whole and receive all that we're meant to receive. All right. Is there anything else about that you want to give? For we have the Five of Swords reversed. Interesting. Forgiving. I know that you may not hold resentment consciously to your mom, but there is resentment there nonetheless, right? There is pain and bitterness nonetheless. You feel like you've been cheated or jaded from energy you're meant to receive from your mom. Maybe time you're meant to spend with your mom. Maybe memories you're meant to make with your mother. And this could be your father as well, but your mom's being highlighted. Forgive your mom for what she wasn't able to give you, right? Forgive your mom. Forgive her for not being able to meet your needs because she'd had to give so much of herself. And maybe this was her not valuing her own energy. Maybe this was born out of necessity, which God says it was actually born out of necessity. It is important that you know, right? When that you have, there is a block there to your mom's love, a block there to your mom's energy, and a block there to your mom, to receiving from your mother, whether she's still alive or not. And this block is this one, right? The very thing we're talking about. Forgive her for this. Give her love for this. Give her compassion for this. Give her understanding for this. And I think that your life has taught you that this is a thing that can happen to anyone, right? Sorry, I know, right? I think your life has taught you that, and this is how I've been seeing as I dissect the way that the world works. As I become your prophet. This has been the one. This is the thing that's being highlighted. Our lives are I think our lives are shaped around our wounds at times, but I think that you've lived enough life, Wendy, to get that. That this can happen, right? And not to happen to anyone, but this can happen. And giving your mom compassion, love, and forgiveness is key. Forgive her for all. And that's actually something that stood out to me earlier today when I was doing a forgiveness meditation. I got the forgiveness meditation from Catherine. I actually want to send it to you in a link. I do want to give this to you, forgiveness. Let me see. I feel like I touched on it. I touched on it a little bit. But there's more here, right? When you're ready for that. But I do want to. I do want you to just know and understand. That even if you're not conscious of it, there is a block nonetheless to your mom. There is a block to to this. Let's see. Yeah, here it is. She has it on her website. If you haven't booked with Catherine, which I feel like I've told you or I've suggested you do it, book with her. She does Akashic record readings. There is a recommendation, and it does come from her, to get your Merkaba activated. All right. And I activate my Merkaba every day, and it has been the one thing that I swear has like saved me. Let me see where's that thing. Where's that readings at? Okay. Here. I'm gonna post this on the thing. I swear, I feel like it is the inner child, but we'll see. We'll see. I know. There. And if you are interested in it. Oh wait, no, I don't have it. But you can check her website for the Merkaba activation, or even get an Akashic record reading from her. Actually, the first one, the record reading, is recommended first, and you can do the second. But there's messages there, and there's answers there, and there's a lot of all of us need to know that I hate to like say it like this, but it's true. Our lineage had to give everything so that we could be here today, right? So that we make it, so that we survive, and we be able to experience happiness, or experience life, or experience what we're meant to experience. They gave everything for that, and it's important that we have understanding for that anyway. But I'm gonna leave it like that. I think that is. Let me take a look. Yeah, I don't think anyone else is going to be booking. If anyone else wants to book, you can book. I don't mind doing the one question readings, and I'll send you a link, I guess, or do the 20-minute reading, by the way. I will do that one. But if you're interested, all my readings are 25% off right now. If you're interested, you can just book on my Calendly. I want to thank you, Wendy, for your support. Thank you for everyone that booked with me. Know you are loved, know you are cared for, and take care. And bye, everyone.